Power on. You are now plugged in.
My name is Rakia Brown, but you all may know me as Rocky. I am a host and owner of a company called Plugged In Media. And I basically dedicate my platform to community and local voices and artists and musicians and people who may not always have the spotlight on them. So I like to give it to them. So that's why I'm here today. I want to thank Jess Petrolak for bringing us all out here and putting this whole event together. I want to thank you all for being here, even though we were postponed and it's hot outside. I really want to thank you all for coming. And I want to thank all our performers for being here as well. And I think they're going to put on a great show for us all today. So, as your host, I'm going to be reading off some bios, and I'll be introducing the guests as they come. We'll have intermission in the middle and everything like that. There's water there for you guys if you need it, masks, whatever you guys need, okay? So we're going to get started, all right? Welcoming to the stage, Jasmine Jordan, the bee's knees. I hear she's sweeter than honey, you see. See, a local poet and entrepreneur, and I hear she has a new line of teas to soon be distributed to places near you. So sit back and enjoy her flow. Jasmine Jordan. The first one is called Black Ego. Been in my head a lot lately, feeling like my ego want to replace me. Time shifting, changing spaces, dealing my cards, but I can't see their faces. Am I running on luck, or is it the tuition? Because I'm trying to get one about where I go, where I might end up, stuck. So the world's moving fast, so I'm reaching for the reins to get my last little nut to regain wisdom, strength, and more love in God's name. And as I see, as the world gets colder, neighbors shrug their shoulders at the kids on the corner who see death slowly approaching, with his hand filled with greens and all sorts of blings. So I'm breaking all the rules because this shit was a setup. Time is tricky, but mind moves all matter. And my answers on my back tell me my life do matter. I'm torn and stuck between the two evolving cycles of Black Earth rising and the destruction where I've been. That was Black Ego. Yes. So this next one is called Reality. And what inspired me was looking at our celebrities. People in our community look up to these people. So this is something that I wrote about that. Let the good times roll while we pour drinks to all and smoke big pre-rolls to cover up our sins and what we really feeling. We suppress our emotions, which stunt our growth to leave us sunk like a ship with multiple anchors side down. Self-care is deemed as an odd experience. Polishing my nails, buying that dress I can't afford, but it makes me feel nice, so it must be worn. And fellas, I see you trying to hide. And fellas, I see you trying to blind them with your ice so they won't see what hide behind your eyes. And you copping them new J's because when you step outside of them, it's a new day. Drinking won't take that pain away. Weed isn't really gonna help your mind elevate. It's time to take control of a substance rather than be another victim to it. Sit down with yourself and listen. Listen to the way you breathe. Listen to the way your body feels after you eat. Listen to that little voice in your head saying, "Do not suppress me, just help me, I mean us." They say the first step is acknowledgement, right? That was Reality. Then I also have one called Patiently Waiting, because I feel like sometimes I'm supposed to be speaking the word of God, but I'd be like, when? When am I going to hear it? What am I supposed to be doing? So, this one is called Patiently Waiting. Is it my turn? Will I be using today's word? Can you feel the word? Was a seed planted? Are you ready to water what will become so magnificent? Stop. Are you listening to the adjectives, verbs, and nouns to get you to where peace of mind lives? It starts with you, all of you, because have just won't do. I need all of you to try to live, to feel, to learn and grow, to show it's okay to feel. All the molecules in your body from your head down to your feet, trying to make your soul and your mind meet to become one. All right. So the next one is about what we're going through now in these times. This next one is just what's been going on, what we all see on the media every time we wake up and want to check our media. Will you let peace reign? Or will you fill up with choppers with excruciating pain?
attacking all people whose color has a little stain, fighting the same generational war, only this time we're guided by our ancestors. They stand in the way so that the bullets ricochet off of them and land at our feet. But it seems to me that heat don't miss a beat. They sit there and watch you creep, watch where your mama sleep, poison the food that you eat, then they lay your family down to rest in peace. Nah, they don't wait for you to grow. As soon as you enter this world, you're just supposed to know that you're a target and you better not glow, or else they'll slip on their cloaks and get real low, showing you all the loopholes to the system that deems we're all equal. But when that reciprocity flows, cameras beam on all the tiny scenes of last breaths, shouts, and screams of scared black women, black children, and black men who are just trying to live. You turn away, but you still feel the heat on your back. And there's only one thing left to do, and that's to fight back. All right, this is my final one. And I didn't name it yet. I just wrote it right before I came here, actually. And I wrote it about my loved ones. Actually, a lot of you here. So, life is too short to take it for granted. So I prayed to the Most High, then manifested. Gained what I needed, used the tools to climb the ladder of a new height that I'm always willing to reach. Met some people along the way. We hold the stepping stool of each other to ensure a safe trip. Reminding one another to never trip. Hold your crown tight. You got this. I call them my soul fam. No matter how far apart, the stepping stool is sturdy. Watering plants to harvest and share with my community to one day achieve unity. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Jazz and Jordan, please. You were the first one. I know you were nervous, but that was really beautiful. I'm really proud of you. That was really beautiful. All right, so next we have Quinn Singer. Quinn Singer is homegrown here in Vestal and graduated from Vestal High School in 2007. After earning two bachelor's degrees from SUNY Cortland in psychology and sociology, Quinn moved home to pursue a career serving children who had been removed from their homes. Since 2011, Quinn has dedicated her life to serving those facing adversity right here in Broome County. Quinn was born with privilege, but is no stranger to trauma and is an outspoken sexual assault survivor. After surviving in silence for 20 years, using her voice has given her healing and has allowed her to empower others with similar life stories. Her story, while unique, is one of many, and she is honored to be called on as a catalyst for healing as a Black woman, as a survivor, as a mother, and as an activist. By lifting up the voices of others, she is finally able to raise her own. Quinn Singer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. This is the first time sharing my story, so thank you for hearing my voice today. Date of birth, July 22, 1989, but I was really born on July 25th, 1989. It's the day her soul or some angel dragged her body back to me. We cried oceans those 3 days, and she swam to me in the rivers of our tears. I need a container. Water needs a place to be held. Show me the spaces to fill, to nourish, to calm. I need edges and boundaries, a place to be level. I will fill up the emptiness, and we will hold each other up. The secret of my book of secrets is that she doesn't read in order. Parts of my life just drop off, only to return when the pages allow. Keep looking for me, keep looking for my secrets. Divine order holds me in place, not these secrets. In what time will I find myself? What fantasy I awake? But not from sleeping, I am awoken yet awake. I just want to give a trigger warning for my next piece as I look for it. A moment. Growing up well-groomed. Memories starting at 5 years old, your eyes on my body, a broken arm and ashy knees. It got worse before I got better. Am I even better yet? 6 in their bed and his hands are cold. Logic tells him to put them in my pants. He likes how I taste on his fingers. I'm not better yet. 7, 8, and 9, I'm focusing on my balance as I kneel over your face. Your jaw clicks as it swallows me whole. My brain has amputated me from the waist down. I feel nothing as he digs into me. How can they not see? 10, 11, 12, and I'm still not better. Wandering aimlessly in the woods, naked and alone, I'm neither and both. He led me here like prey. He took it all of it for himself and left us like clippings dumped from a wagon. He's driving slow and I'm screaming silence in the passenger seat. No, I'm sorry. There's no one I can call. This is part 2. My head cut off my legs, or was it him? I don't think I can walk. My head cut off my legs. It was the only way we could survive. He chewed me up and spat me out in pieces, but he kept my legs and everything between them, dislodged his jaw to swallow a whole child. I have to find the pieces. What have I forgotten? Lips, hands, breasts, belly button, check. Teeth, eyes, voice, check. Where are my legs? Where is my heart? Where are your hands? You said they were cold. I don't feel a thing. I cut off my legs and I hid them from you. Trouble is, they up and ran away again. This one is called The Weak Man Who Hates Himself. Who are you to question my healing? You wouldn't know healing if it sat down on your face. Boy, I wake up each day and dedicate it to healing. Strangers and lovers alike seek it out for me. They can see it on my skin and feel it in the air around me. I was broken and I put myself together back with gold. What do you know about my healing? What do you know about the curses I've survived? Damned to be born, to be broken. What do you know about the evil I've had to chew up, swallow down, and give birth to? What do you know? A broken man who continues to haunt me from my spirit. I am healing, and that's why you can't recognize. Woo! Thank you.
Okay, so I'm getting emotional now. Everything's taking a turn. Thank you for being vulnerable and opening up to us, Spirit. That was really beautiful. Okay. Moving on to Miss Brenda Cave James. Okay, let's get into Brenda Cave James. Brenda Cave James is a poetess, short story writer, and playwright. She has several plays and a musical to her name. 2 debuted at the Endicott Performing Arts Center and all uplift African American history. Brenda speaks about the Underground Railroad and her church's involvement to whomever will listen. She has taken this history and freedom songs from that era to area schools, including African Road Elementary and Vestal. Brenda offers poetry and short story readings for special events and unique fundraisers. She writes and hosts Poetry in Commotion weekly on WBDY 99.5 FM radio from the Bundy Museum of History and Art in Binghamton. Brenda lives in Endicott and is a private duty nurse. Ms. Brenda Cave James.
Thank you. Originally, this was scheduled for last month in June, and I was going to honor my father for Father's Day. He was a part of the Triple Nickel, the 555, the first and only black paratroopers. And there was another gentleman here from Vestal, New York, Mr. Majette Parker. He was also a part of the Triple Nickel. And I make mention of that in this poem, so I wanted to tell you what that was about. And the name of this poem is Make America Great Again. Okay. But make America great again, great upon some last nerves. Drag her long, chastising fingernails across the chalkboard of her promises. Screech folk out of slumber in comfy chairs of apathy and ignorance. Out from lazy beds of cluelessness, from high horses of supremacy. Make America great again. Great across the tender spots of those who claim her as their own. The America created by and for us only club. She must grate against their eardrums loudly, saying, "Oh no, I'm not having this. I'm not, and never was yours exclusively. How dare you self-anointed ones rewrite my mission statement? How dare you self-appointed police of patriotism snatch the battered rule book for keeping me accountable, not when train cars marked as colored carried my black sons to war, not when the 555 the triple nickel paratroopers jumped from segregated airplanes to kick tail and take names for me, but did not get the glory. It's time to make America great again, great across the vacant souls of the real sons of witches. Great and grind and carry on. Do not put down her looking glass, but great, great, great. Thank you. And again, thank you. Again, this was originally last month scheduled. And last month in June, there's a lot of anniversaries in June, but we can talk about this anytime. June, however, was the 5th year anniversary of the slaying of Reverend Pinckney and 8 of his parishioners in Charleston, South Carolina, from the AME Church, the African Methodist Episcopal Church in South Carolina, behind hatred, behind the hate flag, and behind a young man who wanted to start a race war. Okay, so I don't think there are any little ones here today. Are there any children here? Yeah. Okay, all right, I'll be careful, okay. All right, I respect that, okay. When young Dylan was arrested for killing up Preacher Pinckney, for shooting down 9 praying folk, he prayed upon his own way right there in the church house. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was gonna do when policemen found young Dylan. His gun, blood, hate flag, everything. Poor thing, that young Dylan. He was nervous, tired and tender. Come now, son. Let's just put these here handcuffs on. We'll walk you to our cop car, see? Don't clock your head there getting in. Say you're hungry. My, Joe, stop up to Burger King. Young Dylan needs a Coke and fries. Hasn't ate a doggone thing. No wonder he just murdered up sweet, old, smiling church ladies and good men who couldn't save them from outright execution right there in the church house. Shock the shimmy out of Satan. And I'm running out of paper. This poem is getting too long. I'll have no room to tell you how that little Tammy Rice boy had the nerve to run and play and pretend shoot the sky and flowers. Now, had he lost his mind, what was that child thinking? The gall of these men and boys killed by a black, shot dead quick, just like that. It makes myself a mature woman, mama, nana, poet, nurse, the lover of my backyard birds, hater of things violent. It makes me want to more than holler. This makes me want to scream. It makes me want to use swear words and act a fool outside my regular being. This makes me want to scratch the eyes of those who straight up will not see. Slap the mouths of liars, the tongues of justifiers, those who say the darndest things. This makes me want to push down onto the ground the utterly oblivious. Make them watch the movie, a 400-year-long movie of the divided state of these United States until they weep. My God, why would you bless America? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brenda Cave James. That was really beautiful. Again, all of these are really beautiful. I can't wait till it's over because now I feel like I gotta have a poem, off the top if I can. But okay, so moving on, we got Rindy Taz. Did I say that right? Rindy Taz. Hold on, I gotta read your thing. Rindy Taz is a multimedia creative artiste and world traveler / adventurist. Her educational background includes an AAS in liberal arts from Delhi University and a BA in theater, acting, and directing from Binghamton University. Although she revels in her wanderlust, she finally planted roots of her own and currently makes her home in Syracuse, New York. A native of Fish Eddy, New York, I never heard of that place. You'll have to tell me all about it. USA, and a citizen of the world, and quotes, I love the creative process and to be present and involved when a new work creation emerges, develops, and evolves. She continues to explore the essence of love, light, in this wonderful world of ours. Miss Rindy Taz.
Thank you for the introduction. Very nice. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rindy Taz, as already mentioned. And I have a couple of poems to read today. They kind of span the gamut of emotions from the very low up to the very high for me. The first one is called Under It. I'm Rindy Taz. Crumpled piece of paper in the corner by the wastebasket. Some unpolished, incomplete thought scribbled on it. It couldn't even make it into the garbage properly. Bad aim, I guess. ABC gum smeared onto the pavement, trounced on repeatedly. Eventually, just blends in. No one even thinks to clean it up anymore. Hard to get one foot in front of the other. The very air is resistant. Speaking is too much effort. Mumble inaudibly, barely whisper. It doesn't feel like anyone is listening anyway. This one is called Getting Unstuck. Wriggle free from this adhesive that will not allow a release. Pull away. Struggle against a force that holds fast. Twist gently. Don't leave your precious wings behind. To be relieved of this magnetic grip may almost be worth the loss. Writhe around without success. Persist to exhaustion. Rest to regain your strength, but don't surrender. Is there no solution that can dissolve this bond? My intention is not unholy or unreasonable, just an intense desire for liberation. Frustration, repeated attempts with no progress. Gnaw at your own body like a trapped animal? Find a different way. No sense in the insane. Writing this one brought me into a different space, which was much needed after a pretty tough year. And it pretty much happens as it occurs, as I've written it. It's called Pink Cloud Sunsets by Randy Tass. Journey up the highway, taking in your presence, expressed in the remnant of a stormy overcast. I arrived just in time to bear witness to your unceasing beauty. I merge into you in all of your luminosity. The silhouette of the enormous earthly protrusion sculpts the glow that melds into the dark figure. Taken aback, I had to pause in awe. So grand and majestic. No technological instrument could capture your grace and hold it at this moment's intensity. I can only hope to preserve a picture in my mind's eye the way I perceive you with my natural sight. A permanent record imbued in my synapses that I may revisit this magnificence and re-experience the majesty that is you. This, only for a gracious moment. I can't have you forever. Oh, but that I am here for this instant. I count myself among the lucky. They just streak by, maybe only catching a glimpse from the corner of their eye. But I want to see you in your entirety and revel in your boundless beauty. I don't want to miss any of it. While I am pressed for time, for this, it can all wait. The light falls on the earth differently in the autumn. Sun rays shine and reflect from other angles in a way that doesn't appear in any other season. You envelop my soul and hold it so close with a gentle caress. A sense of peaceful calm flows over me. I inhale your essence and celebrate your being with exhales of inspired laughter. I am renewed. Crimson, laced with a royal shade of aubergine, seeps into the cityscape. Layers of gold and azure, creamy orange, moves into an almost lavender white, fades into blue and into you. And then, there you are, lofting in the sky, lit from below by the descending star. So soft and billowy, like cotton candy. I have one more. I actually just wrote this for this occasion, and this is the first time I'm writing it. I didn't even have time to print it off of my computer. So, this is called I Want You. I've been details. I want you. Like my brother Marvin says, the right way. My dreams and desires are for you, about you, beside you, inside you. My heart won't let me forget you, step over and leave you behind. I cannot and will not divide myself from this that I aspire for you. I want you to feel good being you. I want to see your whole self smile. I want you enjoying this life, exploring this earth, spreading out and taking up your space, finding your own cozy, sweet little corner, or a neck of the woods to take cover from the extreme weather, or just share a little secret with your friends. I want the sun's rays to warm and toast the ample melanin in your bodily envelopment. I want to see you applauding and cheering for your victories, every single one. Having a party for any reason, even if it's just because the long day is over. I want you to live, thrive, not just barely exist, and certainly not to die. Your life is the exclusive event. Get dressed up for it. Pull those tresses, kinks, coils, dreads, curls, braids, locks, and fly style your crowning glory. Rock that fly ensemble like only you have the way to do. Take a good gaze at your gorgeous reflection and strike a pose to the side, forward, and profile. Adorned, awesomely accessorized, and a finishing touch of fresh fragrance. Swell your chest and straighten your posture. Lift your eyes and crown to the sky and strut through those open doors into your gala. Observe all the opulence and sheer beauty around you, waving like a flag beckoning your presence to join. Tighten your core, spread those luscious glossy lips to reveal those bright, strong, pearly ivories. I want you to interpret the beat through your beautiful physical form, the way only you can, riding the rhythm and allowing the music to move your sexy body. Inhale deep, pull the ethereal through those strong, distinct, wide nostrils that divine intended your every breath to pass through unobstructed. And let the life, chi, prana if you will, flow into each alveoli. The air of love for your holy and divine being. Let it nourish you and carry throughout your body, throughout your bodily organism, reaching each and every mitochondria. I want to see you pucker up that pout and exhale the oxygen that your strong, clear lungs have the capacity to hold, and blow out the candle's flame on that deep, dark, rich, and delicious, indulgent chocolate cake to celebrate another year of life with unlimited, joyous returns.
Trey Davidson was born and raised in the First Ward area of Binghamton, New York, and graduated from Binghamton High School class of 2012. After living and traveling in Asia for 2 years, he decided to bring his passions for yoga and real estate back to his hometown. He and his girlfriend opened up a yoga studio space on Clinton Street in Binghamton to spread awareness of mental, spiritual, and physical health and wellness. When we value and improve our health in all aspects of life, we can pursue our passions and goals with persistence, determination, and an open mind. I like that, Trey. I like that. That was beautiful. All right, so come on, Trey. Do what you do, man. Come do it.
Can you make this taller?
Sorry.
Nah, it's okay. I think it's okay.
Sorry, Trey. We were short.
I think you can.
We need help. He's coming. I don't want to break his mic, you guys.
I think. Can you hear me from here?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Just lift it up for me.
Okay.
If you can adjust this. Cool.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me and giving me the time to do this. What I do is more of like a meditation, so I would ask for your participation and just get as comfortable as possible, just like my friend Thomas here. If you could, it's better if you're seated, or just find a standing position where you're completely relaxed and comfortable. And I invite you to close your eyes and just find a deep sense of relaxation. So today I invite you to focus on the love inside. We express love in so many ways to so many things. Today we will express love to ourselves. Take a deep inhale and take a deep exhale. Let's slow everything down. Become calm and relaxed. Let go of all that is stuck inside. We don't want to be attached to old things. And if it's comfortable for you, I invite you to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. Try to breathe with complete stillness. And remember, this can be done at any time, any place, at any moment you feel the need for some calmness and some love. You can always make time for yourself and feel better with the simple gestures of your own breath, the own touch of your hand, and just feeling your body, your emotions, and your heart. Observe how calm you are. Let go of yesterday, let go of the past. And allow love to flow through your body, through all of your veins, like oxygen. Allow your allow your love to flow freely and effortlessly through your muscles, through your bones, through your skin, in your mind, in your brain, and in your heart, and in your spirit. Open your heart and make room for all that is good. Let this feeling guide you through anything, through adversity, through any struggle, through any trauma. And silently repeat after me. I accept love and I love myself. Take a second to take a deep inhale and let everything out with your exhale. We're going to take all this loving energy and shine it in on yourself. Visualize a time in your life where you are at your best. When you felt a strong and powerful feeling in your heart and your stomach, throughout your bones and your muscles and your skin. Maybe you accomplished something great. You helped someone in need. It can be as simple as a time where you express love to a baby, to a child, to a loved one. Now we're going to use all your senses to experience this memory. What could you feel? Maybe what could you physically touch? What could you feel inside? What could you smell? What could you see? And what could you hear? Now again, focus on your heart. Feel that warmth, on that love, on that kindness, on the excitement. Feel it again spreading throughout your body, into your fingertips, throughout your toes, back into your head, and through your heart. Fill your body with this radiant self-love and compassion. Now I invite you to mentally repeat these affirmations that resonate with you. I am worthy. I deserve to be loved. I love myself with all of my flaws and imperfections, my success and my compassion, my passions, my dreams, my gifts, and my talents. I love this journey and all of the experience. I love who I become. Thank you.
Oh, we gotta move it back down, Trey. Come on, Trey. Come on. Oh, wait. Tighten it. Hello. All right, we're back to 5 feet. Okay. Anybody feel a little dizzy? Like a little, woosah. That was nice, Trey. I appreciate you for that. I feel real love in the building now. I love all of you, truly. But anyway, let me get my script here. Okay, so back to the program. Thank you, Trey, for that. That was awesome. So it looks like next we're going to have Joseph Hunt, Joseph Blackfellow Hunt, okay? This is a true talent here. You might have seen him downtown Binghamton sometimes playing his guitar, just spreading his love and talent throughout the community. But now he's here for us today at Black Voices Matter. So Joseph Hunt, round of applause.
How y'all doing this afternoon? So how y'all doing this afternoon?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I played downtown last night. So. Oh, how you doing, brother?
Been doing that for a while now. So I remember 3 years ago being down there.
Yes, man. I've been trying to inspire him for 3 years now, man. It's gonna be my last summer, man.
He was freestyling with you.
Oh!
I remember you, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, man, I moved up here from Richmond, Virginia. Not from Binghamton. So when I moved up here, you know, I love Binghamton too, man. When I moved up here, they told me that y'all weren't going to accept the music that I was doing. And they said that you might as well don't even do it. I've been through a lot of challenges up there. But the ancestors have sent me down there to inspire some of these young brothers, because what I'm actually doing is creating history in Binghamton. So, if they don't get inspired now, this is my last summer doing this. This will be the last time y'all see this. You know, that was bad that white man put that knee up in that black boy's neck. But guess what? I gotta go home. I gotta see my brothers kill each other. And ain't nobody talking about the black on black genocide, which is historic. We gotta stop killing each other. And if we don't stop killing each other, if we don't teach the youth, which are the ones that are gonna have a voice in which matters in the future and stuff, then 30 plus, 40 plus, we gonna suffer. Better give your love to somebody before you end up all alone. Friday night alone. You better give your trust to somebody. I ain't talking about a bank, but somebody with mutual respect. I'm talking about my teacher. Sit down with the leader. This is what the leader said. You better tell the truth before you end up wallowing, hanging in your lies instead. Oh no, not me. Oh no, not me. You gotta get up and go. Get up and go. Gotta get up and go. Out the bed, down the stairs. Let's start this show, baby. I'm talking about loyalty, definition, by any means necessary. If you're talking about me, honesty, right behind that word, have yourself a seat and you wait on me, baby. I sat down with my preacher. This is what the preacher said. You better do right before you end up wallowing your lies instead. Oh no, not me. Oh no, not me. You gotta get up and go. Get up and go. You gotta get up and go. Out the bed, down the stairs. Let's start this show, baby. I sat down with my teacher. This is what the teacher said. You better get up and do something with your body before you end up laying there dead instead. Ooh, my preacher. Sat down with the leaders. He said, you better tell the truth to somebody before you end up missing out. That's when you're dead, baby. Oh no, not me. Oh no, not me. You got to get up and go. We've got to get up and go. Get up and go. Out the bed, down the stairs. Let's start this show, baby. I'm sorry if I get a little bit emotional. I'm going through a period in my life right now. Rocking can get me to do anything. It's crazy. I hope I won't ever get a millions, man. I be doing birthday parties. But this is a real special girl, man. She does a lot for the community and stuff. She watches my daughter throughout the day.
Oh, that's me. I'm a preschool teacher.
Y'all can see me in Channel 12 News and then see me at a birthday party. That's how bad this girl can get me to do anything. She's a good person, you know?
Thank you.
And I'm here now, you know what I'm saying? But my mama. When at last you talk to brother, you know he wrong, but you, baby, you know 2 rounds don't make a right. Ooh, Lord, that's my sister. When at last you talk to Mr. Baby Dad, you know he wrong, but you, baby, you ain't right neither. Ooh, baby. Blood thicker than the poison leaking out the mouth of a serpent. I am hurting, hell's burning inside. I'm heart-stricken from the words, baby, written down by the hands of a demon. Ooh, Lord, I am buried alive. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Sneaky undercover. Tell me why. You know she wrong, but it doesn't matter to you, 'cause I'm supposed to do you right. Ooh, baby. Now look here, that's my father. He doesn't visit where I bother. You know he's wrong, but I'm supposed to do you right. Ooh, baby. Blood sticker, then a poison forming at the mouth of a serpent. Y'all ever been in a family relationship, man, and you know, y'all together and you know, it don't matter if she right or wrong, y'all so tight together and stuff, it doesn't matter what right or wrong, they're gonna stick by her regardless. That's where that point comes in. It's like blood sticker, then the poison forming at the mouth of a serpent. I am hurting as the hell's burning me inside. Heart-stricken from the words written down by the hands of a demon. I am buried alive. In between heaven and hell, I tell you I'm buried. Ooh, yeah. I am buried alive. Thank y'all.
All right, so we're gonna move on to Anastasia. Anastasia, how do we say your last name, Queen? I'm sorry. Frigiera. Figuera. Anastasia Figuera. That's a beautiful name. Anastasia Figuera is a Caribbean-American poet, writer, and photographer from Queens, New York. Anastasia graduated with a bachelor's in English and creative writing from Binghamton University and is now pursuing her master's in creative writing there as well. So shout out to Anastasia. Come up here, Queen. Oh, you're taller than me too?
Yeah, I'm taller than 5 feet, so.
Okay, that's good?
Yeah. Okay, hi. I'm gonna just start now then. So, this one is called If Black Boys Were Butterflies. I didn't finish it yet, but here we go. Your wings plucked and become ornaments to hang on walls in frames of amber, to earrings and necklaces on the bodies of women. Women who use it to only frame their necks. Against that pale background, your color is bright and vibrant. Look at how you shine in the light, glistening yet dry wings, torn off of bodies that once held life. Look at how you sway in suspended air. Look at how beautiful you look, a novelty placed on pedestal, a reminder that when we deem something beautiful and it captivates us, we kill and destroy it under the pretense of preservation. Later, we will call the remnants left artifacts, place them in museums, and claim them cherished. Decide that where they took you from is now sacred land, nature they now choose to preserve, so be careful where you walk. Where you break will soon be holy ground to someone. Look at how they watch you in mason jars, purchase growing kits for a fickle project, pride themselves on your breeding, carefully they watch as you turn from caterpillar to chrysalis, waiting patiently to see those wings break cocoon and to see you spread those wings and fly in your cage. Just to say, look at how I made you. You think this is life until they set you free, but your wings don't spread that far. You are premature to freedom. They opened your cage door, encouraged you to venture outside of the world they forced you to live in the world they birthed you in. Now throwing you into open air, into wind that has current, has pace, but you can't fly out here. Your wings don't spread that far. You see, they showed you that you can't live without them, showed you that you don't know the outside, that you couldn't survive. They told you that you must die here. Okay. So the next one is called Glass Arboretum. The flowers wept while enclosed in the glass case. The rain from sky couldn't touch them anymore. The sun didn't warm them the same. Now reliant on timed water hoses and packed fertilizer, they didn't bloom the same. The butterfly's wings spread wide, but how far can they go? The window to sky is a barrier of a different air. Now wings tap glass and get left bruised. In glass case, the air is humid and wet. In glass case, the dirt is stagnant. There is nothing new. In glass case, things grow, but only so far. Okay. So this next one is called horticulture, and that means the art or practice of garden. The art or practice of garden cultivation and management. How long does it take you to reverse engineer a flower to the seed? How long does it take to rip apart the fruit bore of a gentle tree? How can you rip apart petals, pull out roots from fertile ground, and then you call it growth? I don't know why it's making that noise. Okay, so the next one is called the Duen, and that's from folklore from the Caribbean, so here we go. The Duen called my name today from the silk cotton tree. Should I stop and stay for conversation? Maybe I should break this tamarind and give it half. We can bond and it will say my name again. And word is bond, a contract. So when the sun is setting, I'll wear a straw hat and sit at the bottom of the silk cotton tree. The Duen will sit with the branch right above me, and no longer will either of us be lonely. So this is my last poem. It's called Red Mud. Ain't nothing better than walking barefoot down the road to my grandmother's house. As I had come back from buying fruits from the shack on the side of the road, my mother gets mad that I leave my slippers behind on my journeys. She says my feet will get rough. But this mud, this earth, is what kept my feet soft. She doesn't understand the way I feel, with my bare feet and the sun beating down on my neck. I'm standing on ground that nurtures me, taking in sun that kisses me, when I've been so used to standing on ground that has the roots of everything that has been plotting against me. Thank you.
Okay, I wrote a poem called Hide, Go, Seek. Back in the day, I used to watch my friends outside playing. We all loved hide, go, seek. For some, our parents, others, our teachers, taught us how to count by 5s, 10, 15, 20, slowly getting us to 100. At that time, we were all carefree, playful, and hardly scared. In 2019, that all changed. 1, 2, 3, la 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 la. 4, 5, 6, na 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 na. The invisible boogeyman's in town. COVID-19 is here, the coronavirus. With it comes scary times. 5s, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now I see masked men, women, children, all making a fashion statement. It's a new norm, and everyone is hiding. Okay, I wrote this a few years ago. It's called Vision. If you can see the metaphors in the poem, it's comparing our vision, how we see things, our interpretation of things, people who are blind and can't actually see and how they may interpret the world, to basically presidents, politics, and the whole nine. And I wrote this one time listening to someone talking about a blind woman, and my mother was blind also. So I better not speak too much about that because I'll start to get emotional. Because my mom died in January. So this is kind of in memory to her, where it's talking about vision. And this is the problem with doing poetry and being a creative artist, because at times you start to get emotional. So, at any rate. Vision. Eyes. Said to be mirrors to the soul. What soul? Congenital defect? Whose soul? Cataracts? Blindness? Beauty? Dis-ease that I have or have not the vision to see the world around me. A masquerade of love and kindness. Sexual harassment, a viral hashtag. Racism, the country's new pet peeve. Healthcare, the new social beat. Hate for what is different from me. At age 30, a mother of two with 20/20 vision struck by glaucoma. Doctor suggests surgery. He cuts the optic nerve, cuts the vision, cuts the beauty, cuts the soul. When the mother returns home, her young children see an iris that was once brown, now void of color. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Mirrors. With the cut of a knife, she's void of light. Void of peace, void of self. This mother now is ashamed to look in a mirror, any mirror to her soul. Permanently shut, permanently shut, permanently shut. Blindness. Eyes, mirrors to the soul. What soul? Macular degeneration? Whose soul? Cancer, blindness, beauty? Dis-ease that I have or have not the vision to see. Change. Witness the glory of a rising sun, the magic the mind can create, fear of what I cannot control, the process of life and death, the words written before you, before me. To have the vision to see the first black president in the White House, not a slave, but a great leader of a free nation. The news today creates a sickness inside. The world's coming to an end. It's Obama's fault. Replace with a reality TV show, the commander-in-chief, followed by protests. Impeach, impeach, impeach. I apologize, I lost my space. I got a little too excited there. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Mirrors. Healthcare inequality, abort. Let's build a wall with big, bold American letters. Keep out all things not American. Permanently shut, permanently shut, permanently shut. Blindness. Eyes. Mirrors to the soul. What soul? Diabetic retinopathy? Whose soul? Glaucoma? Blindness? Beauty. Dis-ease that I have or have not the vision to see the world around me, around you. Behold the full moon's brightness, a bond between mother and child. Mass shootings across states, united in America, that light the night sky. Terrorists and citizens mow down bystanders, illuminating the shades and shadows before you, before me. A young woman gives birth to her first child, a baby whose eyelids fuse together. It takes hours to perform an operation to open those eyelids, yet they remain sealed. Mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Mirrors. Will this child see those mirrors to its soul? Will those mirrors lack self-love, understanding, or intelligence? Permanently shut, permanently shut, permanently shut. Blindness. Mirrors to the soul. Dis-ease mirrors beauty. Beauty mirrors dis-ease. To look in the mirror and see nothing, does that mean one no longer has a soul, or there is no soul? Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors to the soul. Vision, based on our reality, our dysfunction, personal prejudices, our perception of the truth, or is vision blind to change? Vision is beauty. Vision is beauty. Vision is beauty. I just have one last one. And again, I'll try not to get emotional. This one's called Brown Child. I was a little girl from the big red apple city with no idea of ostracism, racism, chauvinism, or segregated days. At 8 years old, such things were not a part of my child's play. My life had been filled with friendly faces of all nationalities, exotic dishes, trips to the museum, riding the buses and subway trains. I can still hear the ring of the ice cream truck making its way down the block. My hot summer days consisted of bubblegum ice cream, cooling off at the fire hydrant in the street, my ballerina slippers, and ferry rides. I loved going to my mother's softball games, walking to and fro the tall buildings, and special days at the beach. I had come from a city where diversity was a social beat. I was infused with the joy of being and always happy to see another big red apple day. I was a brown child from a city that was famous for an island that at one time had opened its station to some foreign nations. That island's rich history didn't include me. I, like my great-grandparents, had been born U.S. citizens. Little did I know that in the 20th century, I'd meet people who still felt as if I wasn't entitled to that same American dream. At 8, I had no knowledge of a life that had taken place before me. Malcolm X, civil rights, Rosa Parks, Brown versus the Board of Education, Martin Luther King Jr. or Stokely Carmichael. Those people and events were parts of history that had happened more than a decade before my life's child's play. That naive, carefree sense of being would soon change, for education in the country was a completely different trade. I was a little girl with a red, delicious, childlike plane of existence, now all alone, with no mirrors to reflect my soul. My journey had taken me on a different road to a life in the country, where I was introduced to hate, anger, pain, mistrust, and above all, fear. These 5 acts had now become my silent mates. Faces and places that all looked the same. Light eyes that laughed and sneered as if I'd just come from outer space. Departed with those innocent days on the playground at PS 24 of, ew, don't touch them. They're boys. All boys have the cooties. And ill, a girl touched you, now you have the cooties. These playful ways were replaced with, yuck, don't touch me, you're black. The color may rub off. 2, the teacher says you're our nigger and our slave. At 8 years old, I was so unaware of what was really being said, but I knew I didn't like this game. My carefree plane of existence couldn't stop this from becoming the new play during recess many days. Race's Valley Central School held so many lessons to be learned in 2nd grade. I was a brown child from a big red apple city. That city had been taken away from me, and I was trying hard to adjust to this new life that had been thrust upon me. Race's Valley Central School was an institution where the school curriculum was about making fun of the color of my skin, my proper speech, my nose, my accent, my face, my city style, my diversity, and my name. Pivotal circumstances had forced me to find that inner strength, to learn to deal with many painful days. Nobody cared, and I was too naive to think free. I had to attend a school where the trademark of the word nigger had now become the new social beat. I was a little girl who longed for my red delicious Big Apple existence. It had vanished, replaced with painful places, bitter tears, forgotten dreams, and lessons that are still so well ingrained. I was taught that childhood rhyme. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Like Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, that was just another myth. Words were replaced with painful places, bitter tears, forgotten dreams, and lessons that are still so well ingrained. I was taught that childhood rhyme. Okay, this is repeating, I apologize. I was taught that childhood rhyme, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Like Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, that was just another myth. Words created to tear down and break me hurt just as much as broken bones. They're invisible wounds used to abuse and leave scars on the mind. I was a brown child from the Big Red Apple City. For several years, I had to remind myself that city had taught me to be resilient, strong, independent, a survivor, and a fighter. And I knew Races Valley Central School would no longer take me away from the great legacy I had to achieve. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I want to thank you. That was really beautiful. Where'd she go that fast? Oh, well, that was really beautiful. Thank you so much. That was awesome. And I want to thank you all for coming today. On the program, it says like closing statements. Didn't tell me what to say, so I'm just going to wing it up here. And I want to tell you all that Black voices really do matter. This is our real lives. It's not a joke. It's not a hashtag. It's not a trend. Like, these are our real feelings. It's real trauma. It's real mental illness happening, and it's just real. That's all I can say. Like, you know, I know it may seem like this mythical thing, but it's really happening to us. And I'm really thankful for this space and for this platform, for our voices to be heard. And I'm thankful that all of you came out. I'm thankful that you guys spread economic wealth in all these jars here. I think that's awesome. And yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for donating. Thank you for spending your time. If you want to donate to me, my Cash App is Plugged In Radio. You know, it costs a lot to be out here doing what I'm doing. Nico's my man. You know, he got to eat. We all got to eat. You know, it's hard out here for young journalists. So again, my Cash App is Plugged In Radio. Thank you. If you still want to make donations, all the jars are still up here. She, RT, Kristen, Nicole, they have artwork for sale. Binghamton Poetry Project, thank you so much for doing this for us. And thank you. You all are beautiful. Thank you for being here.